Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with King Ricat the Traveler, King Ricat of Cornwall. We have just left Rome and we're heading to the tail end of our long learned man's pilgrimage. Once we get home, we will rectify our money problems, and we should also be able to hold a feast in celebration of our journey. We are still doing pretty well. I mean, we got a stomach ache, but that's not a big deal, and we're fine. We're 43 years young. Everything's going great. We've picked up another learning lifestyle perk from our journey. Oh, that wasn't a learning lifestyle perk. That was actually our very first stewardship perk. I think we dropped that into... This might be more immediately useful. We're not doing a collect taxes. That's right. So we're going to do cutting cornerstones, of course. That will make our buildings cheaper. We're going to hopefully hit centralization. I don't know if it's going to be possible to hit centralization without switching over to stewardship experience, but if we can, it would be nice. Yeah. Great. So we're over here in scholarship right now. We have finished August last episode. We literally became August in the place where August is August, Rome, which is pretty cool. And we're going to gather some more diplomatic experience on our journey. This is only the first of our many, many journeys we're going on. We are heading towards the Iberian Peninsula. Oh, a Catalan sword. It's a lot of money, probably. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's less money than this. Our debt is cleared, and we do have the good result exotic goods in our back pocket, which is 300 gold when we go home. I would love to get this. Not for me, by the way. Not for me. This is not for me. I'd love to get this. I'd love to get this for my son. And it seems pretty appropriate that the Pope is going to fund this appropriate gift for our warlike son. My son who dreams of being a great warrior. My son. I would like to give you something that I bought for you on our journey. Take this, and hopefully it will serve you in battle, so that you are less likely to die when you serve as a knight. Because I will not deny my son his right to fight as a knight in my armies if it's his desire, so... We are back to being overwhelmed by stress. That's great. We should be okay, though, I think. I think we already traded away the one thing that we were trading away. Yep. Some of our older relics are starting to look a little bit bad, a little bit broken down. So we probably want to repair this as soon as we can. How much does it cost? 75. You know, it won't put us into debt, so we'll do it. Hopefully we find some... Oh, it's another mental break. I think we're just gonna have to suck it up again. We're not doing either of these. No, we're gonna get out of this. We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna get out of this. We should be fine. If we can make it home without gaining too much more stress, the feast will help us out. That's more diplomacy experience. It's going to be difficult for him going on these journeys, but this is the dream of his life. So if it causes him stress, that's all the more reason to party when he gets home, right? All the more reason to party up when he gets home is the stress created by the journey. So there's martial lifestyle experience. I'm not even sure what perk he would take martially if he gets one. So we have now learned Norse. Should I send him a letter? I have a 99% chance of getting opinion with him if I do. And we get cultural... That other stuff just happened. So we're going to do this. Let's find another language. You know what a language that we've never learned before is? Arabic. Let's learn Arabic. Yes. That's a great choice. A great language for a learned man to know. We do have to pick up Brythonic someplace along the way too, because we never learned it as a child. Kind of interesting that we didn't learn Brythonic as a child, but we're still, you know, learning it now. We have got the small health boost now from Experienced Traveler. That's good. They grow up fast. He is a brilliant strategist. What a great job you did, son. Great job. 17. Good on you. You know, it would be nice if you weren't so greedy, but you're just, you know, just as good. Just, paranoid, and greedy. I can see how misinterpretations of my qualities would lead to that. Craven leading to paranoia. I'm afraid of things physically, so he's always looking for danger. Diligence, right? Diligence, kind of leading to greedy, because it seems like I'm always trying to get things for myself. What I'm actually trying to do is achieve my greater goals. And trusting, believing, leading to just, because one of the things I trust in is the rule of law, and he's taken it to a higher extreme than me. Yeah, okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. If he'd got even one trait with a martial bonus to it, he probably would have been a better marshal, but he is not a bad marshal. He's going to make an excellent soldier. Possibly we should consider getting a antiquarian when we have some money. We're not going to marry him right away. We don't need to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Yeah, so we'll let this go for a bit. He can marry a little later in life. It's fine. Let's let him have some of his youth to have adventures like all young people should. Oh, our mother has died. She is now in heaven with her husband, our father. Admirable night. We stop to rest one night at a tavern. While I'm sitting in the corner peacefully enjoying some of the Catalan music, the door barges open and a large silhouette appears. A knight staggers in and the atmosphere immediately changes. The people bow their heads in reverence, some swoon, and the barkeep immediately pours the apparently famous knight free drinks. Is being a knight really so special here? Martial admiration. This could be good as a trait, but I don't think this is right for us, but it is a pretty cool trait. I can be like that if I train. Yeah, no. 24 hours for 1 year. I think we're gonna take this, even though I don't see us taking that perk. But yeah, it's cute though. It's definitely cute. It's got going for it. Hopefully we get home and can hold our parties so that we can get rid of this stress, because we need that. All right. So this Duchess, also our relative, has created a cadet branch. That's fine. We visited the Kingdom of Leon, a local delicacy. So let's see. 60% chance we lose a bit of stress and get a good meal. Let's roll on it. Yes. Yes, we ate the stew. We are the bravest of all of our ancestors because we didn't turn aside the stew. We ate it and it made us feel better. I am justified, 100% justified in eating the stew. What a journey. What a journey. This man, I actually really love this like characterization of him. I worked hard to make sure we could find some cool stuff to do with him, because a diplomatic character can be difficult, especially when you're in a time of peace, to figure out what to do. But tours and tournaments just changes the nature of things. Just love the idea of him traveling across Europe to learn things and then coming home and having a party to share it with everybody. Our court physician has died, probably because he's a giant, and giants usually die young. Oh, he died? He was knocked off his horse in a tournament. That means that his very young son is now in charge. So we're going to have this guy educated, offer him a guardian, and we are going to find ourselves, the only qualification we care about for that guardian is that they are Lannis. So we'll have our son do it. We'll convert his culture. He should be very honored. And we're just going to pick him to be marshal right now. Hopefully his educational trait isn't completely opposed to it. Fish for your life, sir. No. What we're going to do is we're going to rest our weary self and ignore the fish. There we go. So we're going to be changing another one of our vassals' lioness. We gained intrigue experience, so blades for hire. I don't think I have the money for this. He's a Breton swordsman. He says he's the finest, but he's certainly not. No. I don't need another knight. It's cool, but I don't need another knight. So, 2 tragic deaths in the family of the former kings of England in a row have put them down to a literal child now ruling their territory. That's not so great. That's a good omen. Yes, we're going to take the good omen because that gives us increased stress down, which we could definitely use at this point. Oh, we're almost home. And you know what happens when we come home, friends? When we come home, we have a... Oh, geez, we lost 2. He was our marshal. Put this guy, I think, as our marshal. Do we have anyone better? We literally do not, so he can be the marshal. Now, who's going to be the chancellor? I don't think we have a good chancellor. Oh, this guy's adequate. He's adequate. I'll put the adequate guy in there. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. I think it's the right move. We don't have a court physician. Let's see who we've got. This old guy's average. I mean... He's 51. He's not that old. He'll get to do it for some time. Yeah, we'll put the old guy in. He is gout-ridden, though, so he's probably not going to live that long. That's okay. We'll fix it when we fix it. If we need to find someone else to replace him, we'll find someone else to replace him later. Possibly we can find somebody by marrying off those knights that we said we were going to marry off, and I forgot to do between the episodes, so they're still unmarried. Oh, we did it. We made it home. Another lifestyle perk. Let's see. Do we want to just hit scholarly circles now? We're going to start heading over here. I need to pick up carefree, and maybe we even go as far as mental resilience. Maybe we do this whole hat here. Do the hat, then we come back over here and we grab scholarly circles. We get up pedagogy. We grab open-minded, and then we do faithful, and then we get out of here. Maybe we go back here and do family hierarch, or we grab architect. I don't know. There's so much to learn is the thing, and it's great to just, like, be able to do all of this learning. Pilgrim's Return. It's good to be home. So now that we're home, we need to wait for the cooldown on the event. So we're going to sell our exotic wares for a massive sum of money, and then we are going to immediately hold a feast. Hopefully the feast will help us get some stress down. And then maybe we consider holding a bird hunt. So we're gonna do a feast. That's a little cheaper there, a little cheaper there, and a little cheaper there. I'd rather not have to travel. To be honest, we just did that. We could save a little bit of money by not having to travel. Our intent is definitely recreation. Let's see if we got any interesting guests. I would prefer somebody from far off. Who is this guy? This is my new knight, right? The guy that we just met. That's pretty cool. I mean, our sister from Leon. That's also pretty cool. May take a lot longer for it to start if we expect her to show up from Leon. But it would be pretty cool. I mean, her son is going to be the future. She is the queen of Leon. Let's do it. Let's make our sister from Leon. We just visited her court, and now we're bringing her home with us. Well, we're summoning her home to be the guest of honor at our feast. We're not going to go any more modest than we already are. 180 is a perfectly reasonable amount to spend. Maybe if it stays under 200, we up to the better food. That's probably too expensive. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll make it back. All right, we have a lovely time ahead of us. It's going to be a long time before this feast happens because she's so far away. How close to this is still 13 years. We got plenty of time, so we won't worry about that right now. Let's just look at the kingdom. Things are going well. We're still building this this new temple here. We have upgraded all of the buildings here in Oxfordshire. Are we at the point yet where we... Oh, that's not it. This is the duchy building. So are we at the point yet where we can build these, or do we need something still? Burrs. So Burrs, I think, is... Yeah, right there. So that's a pretty good idea for us to do soon. We now got this up to 57% chance. It's actually pretty good. Our prestige is actually zooming up pretty fast too. If we just look over here at this, we just bought one and we're already at 50% of the next one, so we'll probably get this pretty fast, I think. It'll be a while before we can hold another grand tour. Our alliance has ended. So what did you do? Oh, your son died before they could have a child, and your heir is now a woman. All right. I think we ask her to come home, but I don't know if we're gonna remarry her. Maybe we just let her find a spouse of her own. Really, all of our sisters have had trouble with weddings and marriages, so maybe we just accept the fact that do we I mean, we could just marry her to the king of West Francia. He seems to be looking for a wife. Their children won't be his heirs, but they'll probably inherit something. You want to do this? You want to do this? Let's just do it. You know, I was just saying we'll just keep her home and not trying to get her a better wedding, but I think that she deserves another shot. She did nothing wrong. She was a good wife to a man who died young, so we'll try to make good by her. You also have to hold court, which is important to remember. I don't know what this is showing. Oh, I can't do anything in here because it's probably telling me I can hold court. How long for this? 33 more days? That's fine. That's fine. It gives us an opportunity to just look around how things are going. The city here has grown in Devon. So my brother wants to go to war. What are you trying to conquer? What are you trying to get? That? I mean, I don't want you to create conflict between yourself and your brother is all I'm saying. But I will, because I said I would. We have the money. Let's see how strong his enemy is. Not very. Weaker than him. Is this a holy war? It is. So we could expect extra people to join. But that's not a reason to not do it at all. Let's go on pause here. I can manage things from here, thank you. I'm not canceling my feast. That's not the man that I am. We're gonna move our troops here to the border between our territory, and we're just gonna raise our men-at-arms. Just so that we can minimize the amount of cost this is going to be for us. It's still gonna be pretty hard on our coffers, but that's fine. It's already out here losing. Do we want to do that, or we want to travel through our brother's territory and then come by land? I think that's what we do. So you're already out here losing? You're already out here losing? What happened to your troops? Is this not your... This has got to be your war. You were winning. Okay, so you were winning. You had troops up in the north. A small army of yours got defeated. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So we are now here. Our sister has come home. Sorry about the pox. Sorry about the pox. At least it's starting to heal, you know? Could be worse. I know what I said. I just don't understand why you find it so funny. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, the rude joke. Never mind. Repeat what you said, but slowly. Really think about it. Ah, we became closer to become friends with her. Yes, she took it well. Awesome. Subject that fascinates me. We could become closer to becoming friends. I could not care less. That's not me. That's not me. I am a magnanimous man who goes out and makes relationships with people even though it terrifies the hell out of him to do it. So we could have an interesting conversation, or we could talk more about him instead. This is Anton. We could become closer to being friends. Who is this? This is Occitan. He's a courtier of my wife. Sure, let's talk more about him. Let's spread all of our glory around. Okay. Our eldest daughter has come of age. She did okay in her martial lifestyle. We should find her someone to marry soon. think we should actually deal with that right away. We have gained all of the liking we need to gain with our brother, so let's see what we can do other than that. Probably our highest priority at this point is internal sways, just so that we can cap off any vassals that still have a bit of a problem with us. Let's just improve our relationship with you. There we go. Back to the feast. All right, this is where I want to be. Just straight stress down, which we could definitely lose. This is a little bit of stress down, but we gain a bunch of opinion with people, and this is prestige that we're not chasing. I think we just go for the hard stress down. I mean, this is good, and we would gain tons and tons. No, we need the hard stress down. We need the stress down. Look, this is a party for party's sake, okay? We're here to revel. We'll gain lots and lots of friendship through the nature of the very event itself. So we have become friends with this guy. He's our knight. It's nice to make friends. I think we're friends with his wife too now. That's pretty cool. Our glory is widely known. We are now illustrious, which should make us even more diplomatic. And a toast to Queen Edifled. We didn't bring you here to mock you, sister. We brought you here so that our two crowns and our family bonds can become stronger and stronger and stronger. And with that, it's all done. We gain prestige. Oh, we lose 38 stress. Our heart. Oh, our heart is calm at last. And with that, it's all done. Finish the feast. We need to meet up our army with our brother's army, which seems to be up here now. Are you letting him eat you alive by letting him catch tiny armies out? Oh, brother, you are the wrong brother for going to war. You don't know what you're doing. Can I trust my armies to your care? Is that a thing I can even do? And defeat, I guess he was captured. Let's pause. Let's disband our army. Well, we tried to help, we just didn't get there in time. That's pretty good though. Yeah, we lost a holy war. It wasn't really our holy war. So our son doesn't need to get married yet, but our daughter, we should probably consider finding her a marriage. She considers herself Anglo-Saxon. Let's see if we can find an alliance power marriage. And yes, I'm fully aware of the double standard, but it was pretty common at the time to think that boys should have adventures and girls should get married. We don't want to marry her to anybody much under the age of 11. It's a Russian marriage here. Russian Catholic. He has siblings, so he's got an older brother who's probably the actual heir. He's got a younger brother she could marry. There's this 15-year-old Andalusian. Okay. Mozambique. So I think this could be a good marriage for her. Let's do this. I think we're gonna do this. He doesn't have the pox, right? He didn't get the pox from his dad. The pox is becoming a pox on our line, okay? Yes, I think we're gonna do this. This seems like a fine marriage. She loses a little prestige, he gains a bunch, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Go out, go forth, get married, my daughter. Find your place in the world. Go out, make babies, become the politically dominant force in your husband's life. You know, girl stuff. Am I right? Girl stuff? Yeah. What a party. Now we're just sort of saving money. I think we might do a bird hunt if we can afford it. Can we afford it? And then we're going to have to be building money back up before we can go out and do anything else. If we do a hunt, we do a falconry hunt. No need for any of this. That's just extra costs. I think we're going to do a small hunt, like a reasonable party. Just like that. Purpose is recreation. Costs too much because bird hunts are expensive. That gives us a target, though, of what we have to reach, which is perfectly fine. So, yeah. That's going to be the swing of things for his life. He's going to go on journeys across the world, and he is going to try to find ways to fund them, because it's going to be a bit expensive, you know, it's going to be a bit expensive. Oh, our son has learned High German. Cool. Our old priest has been preaching unorthodox doctrine. That's a problem that we've generally had. We've learned a new language. Now let's see. We have a 99% chance of making this guy like us more, so we're going to do that. And who else are we going to learn the language of? Well, let's see. We need to learn Brythonic, I think. So let's go to one of the Welsh vassals of my brother. It can't be my culture. It has to actually be a Welsh vassal because my culture's primary language is not Brythonic. So it can't be her because she's a lioness. And it could be this young man, the one that my... Oh, no, it cannot be him because he doesn't have a brain that works anymore. What about his heir? I could learn his heirs, the language from his heir. That'll do. All right, so that's where we're going to learn Brythonic from. Finally, we had to search for it because it's kind of dying out in its own, which is my own fault, to be honest. I kind of did that by accident, but it did happen. Okay, so these two can get married. Good. What are we going to do with our learning? So I think things are going on pretty well here. We could probably just easily get this just by going up to the wall, which we didn't do yet, but we could do. We could also do a trip that takes us over to Ireland. Ireland didn't last very long. Seems to have split in half. But at least it existed for a time, right? They tried their best. So our commanders are getting better because we are working on them. How many years is it going to be before we finish this? 46 years, so it's not going to happen in our lifetime. Unless we get some lucky positive effects. If we look up here... Yeah. Yeah. We need some lucky positive effects for that to have any effect at all. Still improving our commanders, which is great. I love that. I love it when you improve our commanders, sir. Good job on you. That is exactly what I want. Probably should try to get a better spy master, but she'll be better when she returns home. She's getting the 1 point from her husband, so she's probably out. And we have the money now for the hunt. So let's, I think, do the hunt. So we want to do a hunt. We want to do a hunt. We want to do a falconry hunt. We don't want to go too far from home. We don't want to spend extra money on this stuff. We want to lower the number of people to intimate and no attendance. Still not enough. Dang it, I thought that would be enough. All right. We could, instead of going on a hunt, use this to further develop our territory. There's just not a lot of stuff that we can build. Is the thing, because we've built most of it. We've like built nearly everything we could build is already built. When can the mine get better? The mine can get better when we have a keep building and manorialism. Can we start building keeps? Do we have upgrades available here? That probably requires money. Oh, battlements. Yeah. Oh, we still got a long way to go. We still got a long way to go. That's all right, though. We're chugging along. And I think with that, we're going to call an end to this episode. Next time, we're going to hold our hunt and try to find a way to make some money. Try to find a way to make some money. Are you kidding me? Your wife is having an affair on you. Oh, that sucks. Starting to make me wonder... how... So you've been having an affair with this mercenary captain? This 60-year-old mercenary captain? Just some random Welsh mercenary captain? It's just a thing that happened between the two of you? You just betrayed your king father, your king husband, I mean, who, oh, what a thing. What a thing. Is he gonna punish her? I don't know. But we're gonna end the episode there on that drastic news. Poor Leo. Poor Leo. Now he's gotta doubt all of his. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Where did she go? What happened to you? Oh. Oh, she ate very bad food and it made her sick. And now this has happened. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. So this is the son of Alan's son, right? This is our relative. He has an heir of his own who he's put in control of White. I think he will inherit this from his father, right? Yeah, which will bring this out of Wales and back into our territory. Not much we can do about that. We don't have a spy master now. It's not great. Just gotta straight up say that that's not great. He's actually good enough that I could validate putting him in here, even though he's not that good. If he finds a wife, though... If he finds a wife, an appropriate wife, we could do that. Like, he could become better. I don't like putting him in there, but it does mean that I can put in a better... Like, my bodyguard can be my spy master now? Or my friend and knight, this guy? I think this guy's gonna do it. We're still ignoring the Reeves because they're not that big a deal. Can we arrange a marriage with you that's worthwhile? Not that random courtier. No, not at all. That's not a plan. How inbred would this be? So this is actually starting to get quite distant. This is the grandson, right? This is the grandson of our grandfather's brother. I think this is a good... Is she actually... Oh, she's not the preferred one. I rushed her into a marriage and she would have been the right one for this. Dang it. Because she's the one who wants to be marshal, right? Any of the other girls martial enough to help him out? No. She would have been perfect for him. Perfect, because she would have fixed him and made him able to be a better marshal. Instead, we gotta send him someone who's just gonna be okay. That's fine, though. You know, that's fine. That really is quite fine. Maybe he'll get better. They can get married. I think there's enough of a distance between them that they're not gonna have a problem. There we go. Where does that leave us? I think the episode being done. I've tried to end this episode over and over again, so we have created a somewhat consanguineous marriage between these two, but that's okay. I think there really is enough distance. Let's talk our way out while looking at the tree here, just to make sure it's as far as I think it is. So, yes. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I have enjoyed presenting it to you. I like King Ricat a lot, and I think that he is going to make an excellent king for us here. So, yeah, I think so. I don't think there's going to be any problem with this. This is far enough away, I hope. I hope. Well, we'll see. And goodbye for now.